What if E&B made a business decision, it'd been approved, but they thought, the price of oil is going to be worth a lot more per barrel 10 years from now. We're just going to sit on this. Could they then have this entitlement and not act on it for a decade, let's say? Mike?
Yes.
Yeah.
If, one other question.
Although, I'm sorry, although their lease is of a limited duration.
That they've got 35 years with how much left, right?
So there would be no tolling at that point because the decision to delay would be theirs, not
Right.
others. So it would shorten the amount of actual time they would have to produce the oil.
One more. You alluded to earlier, Michael, about some of the wording in the 80 documents and 90 documents would not necessarily be something you would write today. One of the poorest written segments is the city yard and how it's transferred and how it's rebuilt and so on and so forth. If there is a no vote, you still plan on moving the city yard? Can you build on a 35-year lease piece of property, improve that property?
Maybe Tom can answer this question better than I can, but it would be my understanding that if the voters turn the project down, the city yard will stay in its current location until something else happens. I don't think we'd have any plans to move it.
Is there you mentioned about 5 years, 10 years, 100 years. Is there a some sort of legal maneuver that prevents someone from having the same initiative on the ballot measure more than once every 5 years?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Could the city yard ever be sold if it was turned down?
Any municipal property can be sold if it's surplus, or if the city determines that it would be better used for some other purpose. Ultimately, that's a decision the city council can make at any time. If the city council were to determine that the yard would be better located someplace else, and it wanted to surplus the current location, it could do so. Yeah, any city property.
The lease would go with it, though, right? I mean, you wouldn't be able.
Well, the lease would go with it, so any buyer would be subject to the lease. Good point.
And that's kind of what I was driving at. If there's an existing lease on the property, we could sell it, but it may have no value if the owner of the lease doesn't want to do anything with it.
I suppose, as a commercial parking lot. I don't know.
As far as the short-term timing, we're looking to have the EIR completed in January. We're also working on the health impact study and the economic study. We're looking to have that completed in January as well. And then surrounding all of this, not related to oil, is a broader discussion regarding the community's values and having a dialogue about what the community values.